Co-written with George Harrison, featuring a line from Ringo, Badge was about as close as we ever got to a full collaboration between the Beatles and Cream. Not only is it a great song, but it was pretty groundbreaking the way they put the guitar through a Leslie cabinet to create that shimmering effect during the middle eight. Today I'm going to break down the full rhythm parts for you, starting with the verse and then going on to that middle eight section with the arpeggios. When you learn this, you're not only learning a great song, but you're going to be able to bring these techniques into your playing and up your game overall. My name's Giles Waith, let's get into it. On the screen now we've got our arrangement sheet so you can see the outline of the whole song. Here's the strumming pattern for those of you who've done my rhythm course. So let's get started with the intro. This is just muting, so what we're going to do is just put our hands on the guitar like this, just touching the strings but not pushing them down. If you push too hard you'll get this, if you don't push hard enough you'll get that. So we just want no string sound at all, just the sound of the muting. And for this intro we're just playing 4 bars of muting down and up strokes. So just do that 4 times and you're playing over the bass, which is going. Moving on to the verse, there's 2 sections to this. Here's the first section. And it repeats that twice. So we're going to start with an E shape A minor chord. To do this, we bar across all the strings on fret 5 with the index finger, then string 5 fret 7 with the ring finger, string 4 fret 7 with the little finger, and then we play all the strings. Count wise, we're just counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so that's a bar of quavers or 8th notes if you talk about it that way. On the 1, we play the chord. Then you miss the up, which is the and then the rest of the bar is all mute, down, up. So we're just going. So we put that together. And then we move on to our second chord, which is an A-shaped D. So we bar across the top 5 strings on fret 5 with the index finger, and then string 2, 3, and 4 on fret 7 with the ring finger. And then we just play the top 5 strings. And it's exactly the same technique as before. So we put those 2 together. And then we're going to play an E suspended second / B, which is simpler than it sounds. What it means is we just bar across all 6 strings. And then we're going to play string 4 fret 9, string 3 fret 9 as well. And then we play every string. We're going to play up to 4 of the bar on that chord. So we go like this. Going down, up, so the last one will be a down. And then on the last note of this bar, the upstroke, we're going to play string 2, fret 8 with the middle finger. So that comes in on the upstroke there. So we go. And then we just do a full bar of that chord, which is an E minor. We go from the suspended second to the E minor just by putting that finger down. So I put those 2 together. So let's put that whole section together. And then they just repeat that. And then we've got the last section of the verse, which goes like this. So that starts with an E-shaped C. So we bar across fret 8 with the index finger, then play string 5, fret 10 with the ring finger, string 4, fret 10 with the little finger, string 3, fret 9 with the middle finger. And we're doing exactly the same pattern as before. So we played on one, muted on the others. And then we go down to A minor, which you've already learnt from the other section, and we do the same pattern. So I'll just put those two together. So now we're going to go to a B minor 7th. I was doing a minor in my playthrough. Don't worry too much about that, but this is what's in the chord. You can do a minor or a minor 7th. So it's that chord. So we're going to bar across fret 7 with the index finger, all strings, and then play string 5, fret 9 with the ring finger. So that's our B minor 7th. So the way we play this is we do a downstroke on the B minor 7th, miss the up, play mute on the 2, play the and, give an up, and then play 3 and just down up. So that was, and then we're going to mute on 4. One more time. And then on the and, so this is the last upstroke, we're going to change to the final chord of this section, which is an A minor 9th. This is one of the kind of standout chords of the song. So we're going to bar across string 3, 2 and 1 with the index finger. And then we're going to play string 4, fret 9 with the ring finger. And then finally, we're going to play string 1, fret 9 with the little finger. We get this. And we have to do that on the and of the last bar. So the way it goes is like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So we do that up straight there. Play it again for you without the count. It just hangs like that. One more time. So let's go from the beginning of that second section of the verse. And now we can put it together with the first part. So let's do that. Okay, so that's our verse. It repeats twice. We just do that full segment once. There's a little gap, then we come back in, do it again. And then we're into our middle 8 and then back into the verse to finish. And then that's the end of the song. So might have been a bit of work to actually learn that. It's more complex than it seems with the muting things, but once you've got it, you've got a good chunk of the song there. Moving on to the middle 8, which is also the backing for the guitar solo. There's actually 2 parts to this, which one's quite subtle. It's hard to hear, but it really makes it. The main part is put through the Leslie cabinet, this part. It can sound quite washy when it goes through that on its own. It needs something to make it kind of stand out a little bit more. So there's also a clean guitar playing at the same time. They're very blended, so it's hard to hear. It just goes like this. And it does that twice along with the guitar before the drums come in. So let's start by learning that, and then there's some chords that come in as well. So here we go. We start string 4 open, then fret 4 with the ring finger, then string 3 on fret 2 with the index finger. So it's... And then we go to string 5, fret 3 with the middle finger, then fret 2 with the index finger on the same string. So we've just gone one more time. And then we go to string 6, fret 3, and then string 5, fret 5 with the little finger. You can do that on string 4 open if you prefer. Either way is fine. So from the beginning of that, it's... And you do that twice in a row. And then it does one of these one more time. But then it goes into the chord section. We start this section with a power chord. So we start with string 5, fret 3 with the index finger, then string 4, fret 5 with the ring finger, then string 3, fret 5 with the little finger. And we just play those 3 strings. And then what we do is we move this index finger a fret lower. A bit of a stretch that, so we go one more time. I tend to do a little mute in between there with a little palm mute, so we go. And then what we do is we're going to keep these fingers where they are just for stability. We're not going to play them. And we go to string 6, fret 3 with the index finger like this. Then when you get there, you can take them off. And then what we're going to do is just play fret 3 on string 6. Then we move it up. We don't want to hear this, so we just take the finger off. And we bar across fret 5 and do an A-shaped D chord, which we did earlier. So we're barring all the way across. So this would be, it's a D chord, but we've got an A in the root, so it'd be a D/A. Then we play string 4, 3 and 2 with the ring finger. And we play all the strings now. So the whole of that sequence is... Now later on, he starts to strum a little bit, you know, in the highlights of the solo, just to give it a bit of energy. So it'd be like... So you can do whatever you feel like there to just lift it up a little bit. At the end of that section, we have a little rundown that leads us back into the verse. Does the sequence we did before, so. And rather than strumming, just let that ring out and then get ready to come here and play string 4 open, then string 5, fret 4 with your ring finger, then fret 3, then fret 2. And then you just hit open on string 5. And then just move into the verse. So I'll just play that section one more time. We'll move on to the main middle 8 now. So here's our part. I've put the tab up on the screen and you'll see the rhythms down the bottom for those of you who have done my rhythm course, and that will tell you which strokes to use, down and up strokes and misses. For the rest of you, I'd say just do whatever feels right in terms of down and up strokes. So here's our part. Let's divide it up into chunks. Here's the first one. So we play this by playing string 4 open, string 4 fret 4 with the ring finger, followed by string 3 fret 2 with the index finger. Those 3 notes are. Next chunk, we're going to play string 5 fret 3 with the middle finger, string 3 open, string 2 open, put that together. And I'll put the first 2 chunks together. then next chunk, the string 5 fret 2 with the index finger, string 4 open, string 3 open, and then string 6 fret 3 with the middle finger. So we'll put the first 3 chunks together. And then we've got one more section. So it's easy to see this is a D-shaped chord, but we're just missing string 1. And instead of playing string 2 with the ring finger, we use the middle finger. So I'll talk you through that. We're going to play string 4 open, string 3 fret 2 with the index finger, string 2 fret 3 with the middle finger, then back to string 3 fret 2 with the index finger. And you can leave those on rather than playing them separately. So let's go from the beginning, put it all together. It just loops that round and round till the end of that section, and that's our backing for the solo as well. And that brings us to the end of all the rhythm parts. Now you've got that, you're ready to go ahead and learn the lead. On the subject of lead guitar, if you want to understand the framework that Clapton and other guitarists use to be able to improvise and compose solos, go ahead and check out the free module of my course, The Art of Lead Guitar. This course will take you to that dream outcome where you can solo and improvise and compose at will. You don't have to worry too much because you've got a framework that tells you that which notes work and which don't, and how to really bind it together with the song so that you're really adding to the song rather than just sounding like you're just randomly playing over the top of it. Next up, I'm going to take you through the full lead for badge, so make sure you click the bell and subscribe to be notified. Finally, thank you for watching. Hope it's been useful for you. Please click like if it has.